Wait. Now.
Oh, I'm Luke.
Welcome to Broughton Church anyway. This is our live stream on Sunday the 5th of February, so it's great to have you with us. And this, as you say, is Luke.
Hello.
And I'm Phil, and I don't know whether you can see Jack, who's just maybe out of shot, I'm not sure. And it's great to have you with us this morning anyway. We've started a new series this morning on communion, and we're going to be looking at communion every week of the 4 weeks in February, and that's part of our year of year of IF.
And what's IF?
Okay, IF, the year of IF, is the year of infectious faith. It's a faith that affects all of us. It goes right down deep. So we want a faith that is deep, but it's also like we've just come out of COVID. COVID was very infectious, and it was very easy to pass it on. So we want a faith that's deep, but also a faith that we can easily pass on.
And what's your next step for infectious faith?
How am I gonna progress through this year in infectious faith? Well, one of the things I'm discovering at the moment is a real love of reading spiritual books, and I think for many years, I'm a vicar. I've been ordained for 25 years or so, and I think I didn't read much at first. But I've recently discovered a real love of reading books that, if you like, feed my soul. And so I'm deliberately making a bit more time and space to do that, because I know I'm growing in faith as I read about these amazing people who teach me about faith. So that's what I'm doing in terms of infectious faith. Communion this morning, Jemima and Andre have kicked off communion. Luke, this is put you on the spot here, but what did you learn from this morning in terms of what they talked about? We didn't stream the service and the talk because obviously there's lots of children involved, but what did you learn?
Yeah, I think communion, as a Christian all my life, you feel like communion is second nature, but there's always something to learn.
Yes.
And I think the thing for me was I think now I'm a dad, I always watch my children sort of through the dad lens, and thinking about the relationship between the father and the son, and I just saw my children desperate to get to the communion, probably because they were hungry.
Yeah.
But I thought that's the way I think I should be with Jesus. I should be really desperate to reach out to him, come to him, because he's come to me and he's rescued me. And I love that verse, and we didn't talk about this today, but there's a verse in Isaiah 43 verse 1 which says, I have redeemed you, I've called you by name, you are mine. And I just think I am redeemed, and I should want to just run to him, and communion is a great opportunity for me to go and do that.
Brilliant. I think for me personally, what did I... Come on, Bear.
Hello.
There you go. I think for me, can you sit on my knee, Bear? There we go. Communion, what I learned this morning is very much that actually this is a communal activity. We do this together. And we learnt a lot this morning about the sort of history of communion. The history came from the Jewish Passover festival, which was way back in the Old Testament. And so, yeah, it was just fantastic this morning to hear almost a summary of what communion is all about. And I liked as well celebrating communion with children, so they were helping this morning, which was great as well. And just to see the children remembering what the story is about was so special this morning.
It was lovely seeing you getting them involved as well, as you explained it.
Yeah, I like getting them involved, because I think when you're involved in something, you're much more likely to remember it and learn it than if you just sit there and watch. Now, I think communion. Looking at communion over the next 4 weeks is going to be really special. And one of the reasons we put in a sermon series on communion is because, when Jesus says, "This is my body and this is my blood," what's he saying there? And that there's some element of us experiencing the presence of God when we take communion. So that's why we wanted to dig a bit more deeply in terms of what it means. And I'm hoping that it will deepen our faith, and that we'll find it easier to tell other people about it because our faith has gone deep. Well, unless you've got anything else to add, Luke?
No, I think I'm looking forward to So.
We don't know. We're going to say goodbye now, but thank you ever so much for joining us. Not yet, Errol. We've got to say our finishing bit. Errol is on camera and microphones this morning, and he's also holding up a crib sheet for us. So he's doing a great job. I think his right arm is probably starting to ache a little bit because he's holding it still. But anyway, it's goodbye from us. Thank you ever so much for joining us this morning, and you would all be very welcome to join us at the Canal Basin building, which is just opposite Lidl on Oakfield Road in Aylesbury. So please do come and join us. We start each week at 10:30. Come a bit earlier for a coffee and introduce yourself. It'd be lovely to see you. But please do listen to the YouTube sermons that we've got recorded. We try to do this every week so that there's something to listen to and to catch up with.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you here soon.
Cheers, thanks Luke, thank you. Cheers, bye-bye. Bye.